I'm Michael Rinker, and coming up on WVU News, I'll show you how changes are on the horizon for the Morgantown City Fire Department.
I'm Tori Januso, and coming up on WVU News, I'll tell you about how one social media platform is conducting an experiment to become less toxic, what it could mean for you and your social media addiction.
I'm Megan Scarano, and coming up next on WVU News, I'll tell you how a noise complaint led to a drug bust right here on McLean Avenue. Our Emmy Award-winning WVU News starts now.
A noise complaint that led to a drug bust on McLean Avenue has the Morgantown Police Department asking for your help in fighting crime. I'm Michael Rinker.
And I'm Sydney Hartman. A new program at WVU Medicine is giving females the confidence and skills needed to enter a male-dominated field.
These stories and more on WVU News, an Emmy Award-winning newscast produced by television journalism students right here at West Virginia University.
Statistics show that neighborhood watch programs are an effective way to reduce crime.
And Sydney, neighborhood watch programs officially launched back in 1972. Here in Morgantown, officials count on the community to help them crack down on crime.
Megan Scarano joins us now from Studio B at the Media Innovation Center with her segment, Storytelling with Data, to tell us more. Megan?
Sydney, Michael, research shows that citizen policing programs work. On average, there's a 16% decrease in crimes in neighborhood watch communities. Simply put, if you see something, say something. Here in Morgantown, that neighborhood watch program is called Partner in Policing. And recently, a neighborhood tip led to a drug bust in the Sunnyside area, where the police recovered almost 2,000 grams of marijuana, cocaine, and Xanax. The Morgantown Police Department received over 4,500 calls for service so far in 2020. Police Chief Ed Preston can't put an exact number on how many came from tips from the people of Morgantown, but the help from the community makes his job easier.
It's impossible for the police to be able to be everywhere all the time and see every crime that happens, every potential crime that happens. So one of the things that we encourage is in our community outreach is that everyone can be a partner in policing. When you see suspicious activity, to report it, and we will investigate it.
Partner in Policing has been around for almost 20 years, and here in Morgantown, the police are using it to combat the drug problem in West Virginia. One tip for the residents behind me led to a drug bust. The complaint for noise from the residents on McLean led to the police to recover several types of drugs and $9,000 in cash. Residents in the community are encouraged to report any suspicious behavior to authorities when they see it happen.
This partnering with police is actually beneficial in the long run, especially with like the college and stuff right up the street, plus with like townies and everything. I think it gives people an easier way to kind of keep their neighborhood or like their environment like safer.
The program works the best when there is a good relationship between the police and the people they serve.
One phone call can lead to an investigation, and that investigation can splinter off into several other investigations. But I can tell you that our clearance rates and our closure rates and our crime reduction successes are directly attributed to the trust that we build up in the community where people do report the crimes to us.
Never underestimate the power your tip could have. Morgantown police arrested 20-year-old Alexander Johnson with possession and intent to distribute controlled substances. The case is still under investigation. The Morgantown Police Department told me they are committed to eliminating crime in our community, but they can't do it without your help. So if you would like to report suspicious or criminal activity by becoming a partner in police, then you can call the tip line at 304-284-7522. And of course, all reports are anonymous. Back to you at the Waterfront Studio.
Thanks for that report, Megan. The police department isn't the only group that is looking to collaborate for success. The Morgantown Fire Department is working with City Council to be compensated for working the holidays. I caught up with some local firemen to learn more. After not being compensated properly for holiday hours, the Morgantown City Fire Department has taken legal action against the City of Morgantown. Local Station 313 of the International Association of Firefighters are the main plaintiffs in the case, and they believe the city should follow suit with state policy.
As long as they go by state code, what state code says, giving us our 24 hours, because that's the shift we work as far as, comp time off, or whether they pay us the time and a half.
This means that firemen work a 24-hour shift on a holiday, but receive time and a half pay or a full day's off on another day in the year. Morgantown Fire Department says the city did not compensate them in years past, but City Manager Paul Brake is focused on immediate change.
The resolution that was passed is going from 12 hours per holiday to 24 for the calendar year 2020.
While Morgantown City Council has voted to modify its 2020 calendar, the issue remains in litigation over compensation in the years prior. The change will give Morgantown firemen a 24-hour compensated day opposed to just 12 hours, and the fire department believes the city always acts with the firemen's best interest.
The city's always been great to work with, honestly. They've always listened to our concerns. Back in August, we had a pension issue with our retirees as far as fire and police. They stepped up and decided to carry on those retiree pensions that they promised to those retirees.
Though the lawsuit on the compensation for the past years is still pending, City Council has moved to erase the issue moving forward. The fire department in the city failed to agree on a settlement regarding back pay, so there is no telling when the issue will be resolved. I'll keep you updated on any new information.
Women all over the country have been fighting for equal pay since 1963. Many laws and regulations have been put into legislation, but women still battle for equal opportunity in the workplace. WVU Medicine is trying to change that with a new outreach program. Reporter Cassandra McPhail explains.
The Perry Initiative partners with over 50 hospitals, universities, and high schools nationwide to encourage young women to pursue careers in STEM fields. Although she didn't have the Perry Initiative, Dr. Sherry Huai saw how a clinic can help firsthand.
To be honest, I didn't think about medicine until one of my teachers told me to go to a program that was all about medicine. I had never had an exposure to it in that way. So once I participated, I saw the lectures, I talked with the professors, the doctors, and the type of things that they did every single day. I fell in love with it.
For the fall 2019 enrollment year, women made up 50.5% of the med school student body. The Perry Initiative stopped by to encourage girls in their love of medicine.
So I am from West Virginia. I recognize that there are opportunities, not a lot of them around here. So this is definitely a location that we wanted.
The hope is so girls like Mary Lily can see what medicine is like before pursuing it.
I've never really been exposed to anything within the medical field, and I think this would be a good opportunity before I enter college and make the decision to join.
The event brought a lot of girls in from all over the state. WVU Medicine already wants to host another day of clinics.
This is the first one. It won't be the last.
The Perry Initiative runs over 40 one-day outreach programs nationwide, like the one you see here at WVU Hospital. They've reached over 10,000 students. Cassandra McPhail, WVU News, Morgantown.
In a recent study, social media has been linked to low self-esteem in users. With 3.5 billion people on social media, the idea of the perfect person has people questioning their own body and life.
That's right, Michael. And Instagram is launching an experiment to help diffuse the pressures of social media and the never-ending race to increase the number of likes on posts.
Our own Tori Januso joins us now from Social Square to tell us more about this Instagram experiment. Tori?
Thanks, Michael. Sydney, the number of young adults on social media showing signs of depression has increased by 63% over the last decade. So Instagram is launching an experiment to delete the like count on pictures. But is that enough to change the already created mindset many users have? In a recent experiment, Instagram began taking away the like count for some users, but that may not be enough to fix the damage that has been done.
I think the issue is just like how much you're getting onto it and comparing yourself to like unrealistic Instagram ideas. I feel like the amount of likes that you get isn't really the issue. I feel like it's more just looking and comparing to like those higher, more famous Instagram models. Instagram users who have been included in this study received a notification at the top of their feed. Almost 25% of U.S. teens cite Instagram as their favorite form of social media, contributing to the 95 million pictures that are uploaded to Instagram each day. Many studies have shown that social media can lead to anxiety, depression, and an increased risk of suicide.
I've had some pictures where I've been like, oh, I want to post that, and then I look at the photo and I'm like, oh, I can't post that. So it's definitely like the Instagram culture, like you have to look good in that photo to post it.
In fact, one study ranked Instagram as the platform with the most negative psychological effects on its users. Dr. Dana Charbonneau says it's important to take a step back and reevaluate when social media starts to take a toll.
helping people find that middle ground, since it might not always be possible to completely get rid of it, but how am I going to be more effective in terms of how I'm consuming it or how I'm using it.
Instagram has not officially decided if they will do away with seeing the like count permanently. Instagram users spend an average of 53 minutes per day browsing and liking. Experts say those who do use social media every day are almost 3 times more likely to be depressed.
Thanks, Tori. If you or a loved one are experiencing thoughts of depression or suicide, call the number at the bottom of your screen.
Coming up after the break, sports anchor Natalie Comer joins us in the studio.
I'm Hayden Keener, and I'm outside of the Coliseum in front of the Jerry West Monument. Coming up next, I'll tell you how this WVU basketball standout has influenced Mountaineers and others right here in Morgantown.
When we started our journey, we had no idea where it would lead us. Until we found a place where experiences became a way of life, and connections became unbreakable bonds. For us, it's a second home, and wherever we roam, it will always be a part of us. The place we became Mountaineers.
After the death of Kobe Bryant and the recent idea to change the NBA logo from Jerry West to Kobe Bryant, WVU graduate Jerry West is in the spotlight once again.
That's right, Michael. And sports anchor Natalie Comer is here to tell us how Jerry West's legacy is still alive in Morgantown.
Thanks, Sydney. Michael. Jerry West is a WVU basketball legend who was a trailblazer for the sport as both a player and a coach. Combine a deadly jump shot with his lightning quick release and you've got Jerry West, one of the greatest guards in NBA history. Hayden Keener has more on how Jerry West has influenced the world of basketball.
Jerry West is one of the all-time greats to play for the Mountaineers and is well known for being the NBA logo.
Especially with him being the WVU grad and such a great person, we got the monument out front. I think they should keep it the same.
In his time with WVU, he set multiple records that still stand today, including most points scored, best scoring average, and most rebounds. His impact on the sport didn't stop in Morgantown. He went on to play 14 seasons in the NBA and worked in the executive office for multiple teams.
He was one of my dad's favorite players. He grew up watching Jerry West. He led West Virginia to their one runner-up. They came close, but just fell short in that national title bid.
Senior Jermaine Haley got the chance to speak with West when he visited the team last year.
Pioneer and a big part of the NBA and obviously Mountaineer Nation. And we got a chance to meet him last year one time and got to sit and talk with him a little bit.
Sophomore Sean McNeil envies West for what he has done on and off the court.
People still talk about it to this day. No, I mean, Jerry was an unbelievable player. What he's done here, left his mark here, it's remarkable. Great guy, great ball player, even better person.
I'm here inside the Coliseum where Jerry West's legacy started. He has gone down as one of the best players to wear a Mountaineer uniform and is currently one of the only players to have his jersey number retired. West has also been honored with his very own statue located right outside of the Coliseum by the Blue Gate. Through the sport of basketball, West has been able to inspire many while living his dream. As he once said, basketball came to me and for some reason it gave me an opportunity to live a life that I didn't dream possible. But it did let me live my dream. Hayden Keener, WVU Sports, Morgantown.
Jerry West has been the NBA logo since 1969, and West believes that the logo should be changed to Kobe Bryant. The NBA has never confirmed that the silhouette is West for legal reasons. However, the designer of the logo himself, Alan Siegel, says that the logo is West.
Thanks, Natalie. Well, that's it for WVU News. I'm Michael Rinker.
And I'm Sydney Hartman. You can visit online on our website, or you can also watch our shows on YouTube. Please follow us and our reporters on Twitter. We'll see you next time.